probably have not heard, the Trump administration is proposing changes to the college accreditation system that could fast-track federal recognition for a new Florida-led accreditor. The plan would lower barriers for new accrediting agencies and make it easier for colleges to change who does the job. The move comes as Florida and 5 other Republican-led states back the Commission for Public Higher Education, an alternative accreditor supporters say would prioritize student outcomes over political or ideological concerns. Quite the idea, right? Joining me to discuss is the assistant editor for Campus Reform, Will Biagini. Will, nice to see you back on the program. Look, we need to prioritize education, not ideology. I mean, that's the takeaway here, right?
Absolutely. So this is a crazy story to talk about. So the Department of Education is weighing this new proposal that, as you said, could fast track the path for new accrediting agencies. This really isn't talked about enough. It's often overlooked. So this new proposal would allow newer accreditation agencies, which basically govern in some capacity what colleges teach in schools, to secure federal recognition. That's great because for far too long, these legacy accreditors have been able to build sprawling DEI bureaucracies that in turn push DEI regulations onto colleges. We wonder how this stuff ends up in curriculum. So this proposal, it would be great to see this passed. It's finally some good news.
Yeah. So how would it work, and what would be prioritized, and what would no longer be important?
Absolutely. So the main issue that they're targeting here is the rampant DEI that's in our colleges. We talk about this all the time, but what's often overlooked is one of the main reasons how that ends up there. So major accreditation agencies are the pathways that universities, one of the pathways that universities have to securing federal funding. So these colleges, many of them are in a pinch where they have so few options to choose from. There's not a lot of competition that these legacy accreditors have been able to push DEI regulations onto colleges. So it in turn, after a domino effect, ends up in curriculum. So this new path would allow newer accreditation agencies with anti-woke missions that vow to return merit to education to secure federal recognition and even the playing field, widen the options that colleges have to choose from.
Yeah, one of the big problems in America, and it is a problem, is student debt and students that are graduating with degrees that are absolutely worthless. Well, you know that, and so do I. My solution has been the same for a long time. Make these universities co-signers on the loans. And if you're 5 or 8 or 10 years down the line and that degree was worthless, then that university, that institution of higher education is on the hook. But maybe this is a step in the right direction. At least I hope it is. I'll give you the last word.
Absolutely. This is absolutely a step in the right direction. We need to see more accrediting agencies, take these spots. And a great option for this is Florida's Commission for Public Higher Education. This is an example of a new accrediting agency that is vowed to return merit to the scene. That's the gold standard of education. And we here at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform have reported that several states, several colleges in states like Georgia have joined. So, for example, Columbus State University, Georgia State University, it's part of a broader national trend where colleges need to not be forced to implement DEI into student curricula. And so that's what we need to see nationwide. So we hope this proposal passes.
Yeah, I hope it does too, because we need better accreditation. We need better education. And if that means better accreditation to get us better education, that's a step in the right direction. Will, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.